jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports,
Good morning, everyone. WCS back on the boulevard once again. Salute to the supporters. First in the building, you already know, Mr. Pass on deck. Big up WCS. I think you and Reggie are the only ones so far I've seen in the YTC talking about this. Well, you know how it is, man. Some people they keep the energy neutral. You know what I'm saying, across the board. So for me, I feel the subject is warranted to continue to be talked about, just like other news outlets and segues are talking about it. So let's get down to it, man. As you already know, New Year's Eve, Dana White and his wife, who, Dana White is known in the UFC. You know what I'm saying? No issue with Dana White. They just have an issue with his action, because he's been on record as basically excoriating individuals that's been in this situation before, and at no time you should put your hands on a woman. At no time. That was his words. At no time, right? At no time you should put your hands on a female. But I want you all to pretty much pay attention to the way these stories broke on TMZ. You know what I'm saying? How they was covered on TMZ. And the reason why I keep mentioning Gervonta, because I remember TMZ breaking this news when they got it, and it was a whole different headline. I mean, I'm talking about the attention that they put into the headline, y'all. Frantic. You know what I'm saying? Just frantic. And you say to yourself, damn, what happened? Did somebody die? What the hell happened? And sure enough, they wanted the world to see that Gervonta Davis was in another situation. You know what I'm saying? Not the fact that, they provide him the leisure of innocent until proven guilty. You know what I'm saying? But the way they broke it, they had Gervonta Davis up here, star boxer, arrested for domestic violence. 11 days. They put ... 11 days before Hector Luis Garcia fight. Star boxer. Like, listen, the alleyways was full, man, when they chose to, cut corners and goddamn be all slimy about this shit. There's multiple articles out here on TMZ. They didn't allow that man to come in for an interview, but they are putting extreme attention into these headlines to get the gravitas that they're looking for, bro. They wanted you to be attracted, magnetized to this damn headline when it came to Gervonta. But for good old Dana White, that's not the case. We're gonna share a screen so we can talk about this morning. If you're in the building, hit the like button. Support your boys, WCS. The third day, of 2023. Salute to everyone that's in the building. I appreciate you. So, let me share screen and let's take a little gander at what I'm trying to explain as far as how this looks. Okay. Shout out to IB on deck. What's good with you, man? Salute. Appreciate your donation, man, for New Year's, man. You're a real one. Always been. So this is Gervonta Davis situation and the headlines. It's not so much on I'm bringing them up to show his MugShot, but I'm speaking of TMZ star boxer Gervonta Davis arrested for domestic violence. 11. It's just the emphasis that they putting into the title. It's just the emphasis TMZ is using. Did you see my thumbnail? Did you see my thumbnail? Let's go back to my thumbnail, bro. Look what I put in the thumbnail, yo. The reality of media bias, black and white. A lot of you probably thinking I'm just talking strictly race. Race is in there, no doubt about it. But they're basically providing the listeners and the viewers a black and white picture of how this shit plays out in the media. And they have control on how the black and white looks in the media. You know how you always hear people say, it's black and white. You don't understand that? In this particular case, it's showing you it's straight up a black and white reality on how they're going to report this news when it comes to Gervonta vice freaking Dana White. That's all I'm saying. So they put in here 11 days before Hector Luis Garcia fight. Now, not only are they making a point to identify that Gervonta is in a situation domestically and is criminal because obviously he shows his mugshot, but they're talking about 11 days, right? So let's get to Dana White's freaking, let's get to him. Look at this. Dana White, nightclub fight with wife on NYE. Dana says, look at that. Dana says, there's no excuse. They allowed this man to plead his case quickly and expeditiously, y'all. Very, very quickly and expeditiously, y'all. Let's go back. I'm gonna stay right here on TMZ. Because I'm going to get to this interview. But they spelled Dana White's name all the way out in caps. Nightclub fight with wife. See, this can go many ways when it comes to wife. When it comes to, how you put it, the upper class, so to speak. The affluency. What is a fight, though, TMZ? What is a fight? A little spat? It seems like you're trying to get people to do their own interpretation instead of you providing us point blank, blatant, raw what it was. He slapped her. But TMZ waters it down and say a nightclub fight with wife. So if you're just skimming through this, because we are skim readers this day and time in this era, if you skim readers, you're looking at this like, oh, they was just arguing? They were just arguing. They got in an argument? They had disagreement? Oh, they was a little bit out of pocket? Okay, got it. Nightclub fight with wife. No, put the extremeness into it, right? Let the people know what exactly happened. He slapped his wife. But you don't see this in the TMZ at all. I looked at several articles, man, and it just goes to show you how much power Dana White does have, and those individuals that don't want to cross that. They don't want to be put nor blackballed from having any type of access to UFC fighters and Dana White himself. You can see it in this title. It says a lot less than what you would expect in a situation like this. What do I mean? I'm saying when Tank's situation popped out, guess what? It was specific. It was to the point. You know, it wasn't no cutting corners like you're trying to figure shit out, troubleshooting, problem solving. This right here is a problem solver headline. This is a watered down, saturated, diluted headline, and it pretty much tries to wash away the seriousness of him slapping his wife. Now look, this is his thing, right? But yeah, you got all these other videos playing in loop. Then you get down to Dana White's. Let's just pretty much pull up to this right here. What's going on? Coco on deck, what's good? Sir Senior on deck. Big blunts and boxing on deck. Salute comeback. What's good with it? Dana can be part of the DV abusive in public, and it's okay. But Davis is made to be a monster for being live, shaking my head. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to explain to the people. Like, his mugshot is everywhere. You know what I'm saying? You can see this video up here, and you know they want to make sure they put the Walmart videos up here and everything else, so they can take or distract you from the attention of the primary article. Let's hear what Dana White has to say.
Chloe knew you were using. You can't hide that forever.
Basketball champion and reality superstar.
If Chloe said, I want to give this another shot.
You want me to be honest with you?
TMZ presents Lamar Odom, Sex, Drugs, and Kardashian.
You know, you've heard me say,
What happened leading up to?
So that's Harvey on the left and Charles LeBaudet to the right. Now, Charles has been with TMZ for quite some time now. All right. Listen to the way that he addresses Dana White. Why is Harvey looking the way he's looking? These dudes are looking like he lost a family member or something. Look at how subservient they are, bro. I'm not making this shit up. This is what my eyes tell me. Look how subservient and passive. You know what I'm saying? How they lower their stance. What is going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, listen to how Charles asks these questions so softly, and he's extremely courteous to Dana White about a serious domestic violence case where he slapped his wife in public.
That video.
well, I'm in Cabo, Mexico, for the holidays with my family. And my wife and I were out Saturday night on New Year's Eve. And, unfortunately, that's what happened. I'm one of the guys, you've heard me say for years, there's never, ever an excuse for a guy to put his hands on a woman. And now here I am on TMZ talking about it. But my wife and I have been married for almost 30 years. We've known each other since we were 12 years old. We've obviously been through some shit together.
So he put it out there. Him and his wife been married for a long time. No shit. No shit. Okay, we're talking about the action at hand that's in 2022. We're not talking back when you and your wife first met each other at 12 years old, and y'all was sitting up here running around freaking Macy's. No, not Macy's. Riches. You know what I'm saying? Running into the parks and shit, playing around. You know what I'm saying? Sliding down sliding boards. We're not talking about 12 years old. Where are your parents at? You know what I'm saying? Who said we've been knowing each other since 12 years old? What? So you've been knowing each other since you was 12 years old, but yet you couldn't restrain yourself from supposedly, allegedly slapping your wife for the first time now? For the first time. You known this female since she was 12. Y'all are childhood friends, and all of a sudden, she slaps you in public, and you don't hesitate, Dana. You don't hesitate. You return strike, right hand, pop! You don't hesitate, Dana White. You don't hesitate. You cannot convince me that was the first time you hit her. Fuck no. Your family's gonna goddamn come to your aid, because that's what family's supposed to do in most cases where there's a bond and there's a sense of loyalty and a common respect. None of these kids want to be disowned by their father by going into the media. But I'm gonna tell you, the natural common reaction when something like this of the magnitude for which it happened in public, regardless if alcohol was involved or not, you have to understand one thing. You should have some type of pause to say, baby, honey, did you just slap me? What is this about? We've been together almost 30 years and you slapped me for the first time? I'm taken back. I'm dumbfounded. I don't understand why you would choose this moment on New Year's to slap me. Nah. This happens all the time. To me, this happens all the time. It just doesn't seem like it was a first time affair. How is she so easily to slap him when they're intoxicated, so to speak? It seems like they've been intoxicated plenty of times, and this type of stuff has went on. That's just what I see. She slapped this. She's a bop. She reached up and slapped him with ease. That wasn't the first time slap. That wasn't something that she had to think about, process. No, man. This is something that's reoccurring. This is a reoccurring theme. Don't believe the bullshit you see right here.
And we've got 3 kids, and this is one of those situations that's horrible. I'm embarrassed, but it's also one of those situations that is right now we're more concerned about our kids. We have 3 kids, and obviously since the video popped up, we've shown the kids the video, and
it's amazing how Dana White gets to explain that it's embarrassing, but it's all about the kids. We're thinking about kids. I'm just thinking about Gervonta Davis' situation, how no one was really talking about his kid. I did. I talked about his kid because I gave the man the benefit of the doubt of seeing him with his daughter on stage and the smile that his daughter brought to his face. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not up to me to gauge how much maturity he's earned as a father, from a man to a father to have his first kid. But just to see him out there with her, to me, that was a great sign. That was a great time for me, because I look at it like the amount of kids I done raised, and to see the younger generation, as they say, black fathers are not in the household and all that, and to see a fighter that's been in the spotlight like him, when his situation happened, no one gave him the mic or gave him the opportunity to explain himself in his own words without being interrupted. But Dana White gets to come up here, who slapped his wife in public, and he gets to explain his entire story. It's about the kids. It's about the kids. Your kids are goddamn grown. Are you trying to tell me your kids ain't never seen y'all argue? Your kids ain't never seen that? Your kids are grown. They're rich. They're well taken care of. You know what I'm saying? And you trying to tell me your kids has never seen y'all in 30 years. They ain't never seen y'all get drunk and argue with one another, and they had to break y'all up? Stop it, man. It's bullshit, dog. Andrew Charles on deck. What's good? you know Andrew on deck. What's good, Balash? What's good? Salute. You know what I'm saying, Andrew? Hey, how's your hand, Dana? Let's keep it rocking and rolling.
We're more focused on our family right now. People are going to have opinions on this, and most of the people's opinions would be right, and especially in my case, you don't put your hands on a woman ever. My wife and I obviously love each other. We've been together for a very long time. We've known.
He keep on talking about they've been together for a very long time. Let me explain to you all, right, in all honesty, of being with a woman for a very long time. Take it to somebody who's did it. Dana White can say he's been with a woman for a very long time. That doesn't mean it makes the marriage that more peaceful. You know what I'm saying? That much more understanding. Some people are able to be married to people for 50, 60 years. Kudos to them. But when you say you've been married to someone for that period of time, damn near 3 decades, right? And you're trying to explain to the people in almost in an indirect way that we know each other. We've been around each other. We love each other. You know, we understand each other. But yet, when you're around one person for that long, you're going to go through natural relationships, the highs and lows of tribulations. And it's the tribulations that really test the needle. You know what I'm saying? It really tests the needle point. Because you find people that's been married for 20, 25 years and they get a divorce. And you say, how can you be in a situation that long and invest that many years with one person and you end up in a divorce? This is a perfect example right here. Just look on the screen. It's a perfect example. From what I understand, they've been married 26 years, but they rounding up to 30 to make it seem more wholesome to the freaking audience. This is about domestic violence. He keep on talking about how long he's been married. No, let's talk about your hands. Let's talk about the right hand landing on your wife with no hesitation. Quick return. Quick return. You know what I'm saying? The counter shot. Your wife slap you with the right hand or whatever, and you slap the back, and it looked like you was about to land some more blows.
Known each other since we were very little, and this is just one of those unfortunate situations.
You were at a place in Cabo that where alcohol flows. Yeah, I mean, Dana, what we were told by people who were in the club, that it, at least to them, seemed that there was a lot of alcohol.
Look how he's asking the question. Come on, Charles, you've been here, done that. I don't know how many times. Why y'all question this dude like they had a dog that was 80 years old and somehow, some way they came home and it was 4 legs to the sky and it wasn't breathing, tongue hanging out the side of his mouth. You know what I'm saying? Kills and bits all over the place. Dude, just get it out. You was in a place with a whole lot of alcohol and you had too much to drink. Am I in the ballpark? Is that to say, is that right or wrong? Am I in the right field? Explain to me what happened. But they ask him with hesitation, subservient. Dana, we still want to be in your good graces, so we're trying our best to ask you with the softness, just the softness of these questions, so not to offend you.
Involved in this situation.
There was definitely a lot of alcohol involved, but that's no excuse. I literally am making no excuses for this thing at all. It's never happened before. It's the first time that it's ever happened. And people...
It never happened before. See, that's the face I have right there. When you said that, that's how I look when you said that, Dana. I look the same way behind the screen. That is not the first time you hit your wife like that. A man will step back and assess the situation and say, baby, what you doing? Why would you do that to me? Why would you embarrass me in public? Why would you do this shit? Why would you embarrass me in fucking public, man? I am one of the most public figures, well-known public figures globally. They know me. People know me. And you're going to punk me and slap me in public? It's unacceptable. It's unacceptable, bro. It's unacceptable. And he talking about this is the first time it ever happened. Yeah, there's a lot of alcohol, man. Stop it.
They're gonna say what they're gonna say. It's just is what it is, and whatever people do say, it's deserved. I deserve it. It happened.
Hey, Gervonta, you in that situation where you provoked? Hey, get on here and do an interview with TMZ and say, hey, it is what it is, and see if they ask you, what Gervonta, what do you mean it is what it is? You know what I'm saying? They're not asking this man, what do you mean it is what it is? And what type of help are you getting? Do you think you and your wife need help? Do you think y'all should go see some type of counseling or therapy for this? Being that alcohol was involved, is there an alcohol problem? No, they're not going to ask him the hard questions.
Happened. I don't know why it happened. And, my wife and I have apologized to each other. We've apologized to our kids. And, this is one of those things that everybody's going to chime in. I could care less what anybody else thinks about this. Right now, what we're more concerned about are our kids and taking care of our family.
the video that we've
Now, let me preface, the intro to Charles once again. How he hesitates, and he wants to creep and tiptoe into this question period. He wants to make sure he's as docile as a newborn butterfly. God damn it, you know what I'm saying? He wants to be as docile as the season of fall coming in, and a dead leaf falling from the tree. Nobody's really scurrying for cover. They just see it falling. Ah, look at that. Life ends, life begins. The leaf fall down, hit you in the head. That's funny. Okay, boom, gotta rake that one up. Ain't nobody scared of that shit. Ain't nobody goddamn cringing up. Oh my God. But he's as docile as an earthworm asking these questions. You know what I'm saying? When you digging, you see the earthworm, nobody's scrambling and say, oh, that's poisonous. He's being extremely cautious. He should be talking about the pop valiancy in the action itself. You know what I'm saying? When people get brave when they're drunk and they carry out actions like this, he should be asking about the pop valiancy in this.
seen, it seems like this, what started and was over in less than a minute. Is that, haven't seen any video beyond that. Is it fair to say that this ended? How did this situation end?
That was the beginning of it and the end of it. And, we're still on vacation, everything. You're talking about somebody who is, her and I have known each other since we were 12 years old, and we've been married for almost 30 years. So,
So he repeats the same thing. Hey, give it up for the black and white media, boy. They really show you, how to put things out in the media in black and white. See, people, they need to understand it's not just about the color, but in black and white, so people can understand the blackness, the dark side of the media, and the part that they want to shine the light on in a more positive light. This is a dark matter, but they're allowing it to be in the most pure brightness when it's presented. You know what I'm saying? Because just because you put a title up there about Dana White doesn't mean you're maximizing the intent to get people to gravitate to the headline. No, you're putting it out there just to say you spoke on it because people expect you to. But what's really going on, you said he was in a fight. No, what most people are talking about is the slap. But this dude's keep talking about he's known his wife for a very long time and all that. Well, let a black man come up here. All right. Let Mike Tyson be out here, and he slap his wife in public, and let him explain how long he been with his girl. Oh, I known her since she was 15. Oh, so you've been knowing her that long, and you still was able to just land that right hand the way you did without even thinking and processing and gauging the severity of your action? You didn't really take that in consideration, Mike? Nah. It's just not adding up. They just allowing this man to basically color and be the artist of his own response instead of holding him accountable for the shit he did.
We're obviously best friends. She's my wife, and we had too much to drink, and whatever happened that night happened. But yeah, that was it, and it was done.
Dana, the final thing.
Any other boxers or combat sports technicians that compete in full contact sports, right? Just tell them y'all best friends. If somebody catch you being a little bit overly aggressive with your mate, just say, "Oh, we've known each other since we was kids. We've known each other for a very long time, and just to clarify, we're best friends." And best friends have spats. This was nothing but a spat. But I'm not making any excuses. I really don't care what anybody else say. We've known each other for close to 30 years. But yeah, I'm not making any excuses for it. Man, get out of here. That's all you've been doing is making freaking excuses, bro.
You say whatever happened that night happened. Do you remember it?
No.
What? This is appalling, y'all. I'm being honest. It's a lot of jokes that I make. I try to keep it light fluffy, happy. You know what I'm saying? But this right here, with Harvey asking him, I mean, god damn, this is appalling for real. I didn't hear not one person in this recent incident cracking a smile about Tank's situation. That's why he was drugged through the motherfucking coals, burnt the fuck up in the media, and he has a fight coming up. But this guy is the president of a promotion, and you have all these individuals that's being fired and let go for situations. But I guess once again, TMZ is spearheading the impression that domestic violence is not as important, especially if you got money. Not the kind of money that people know you're making from going in there. No, they talking about billionaire status money. You know what I'm saying? Because this guy get the laugh in the interview at the end of it. Hey, last question, Dana. You know, I want to ask you this. This is not even a laughing matter, bro. This is real life shit.
No, I don't remember a lot. No.
Do you remember it?
No, I don't remember a lot. So, yeah, no. Obviously this thing, it's one of those situations. It's embarrassing for both of us, but more importantly, what we're more concerned about are our kids.
So he keep on mentioning his kids. That's like the third or fourth time you mention your kids, Dana. And I understand you want to just deflect from the actual situation that you were the one responding to a female, and you always been on record as being this so-called protester. You know what I'm saying? This advocate, not to put hands on a woman. I got it. I totally understand it. But TMZ, you did a poor job with I mean, barely having anything on the spoon for the listeners. It's almost like you had a crumb on there. You didn't allow anybody to eat up any part of this story because you made it as freaking unseasonable as possible. You didn't put any salt on there, no pepper. You just goddamn took the shit out the package, put it in, and you barely even cooked it. Like you didn't even sear it. The headlines say you didn't sear this shit. You didn't cook it up for nothing. This was almost like a bare piece of bread. You laid a thin piece of meat on it, put another piece of bread on top, say here. You up there say, do you remember? Do you remember? I mean, come on, bro. And he's up there laughing about it, and then he gonna bring up his kids again. This is one of the most easiest interviews and such most appalling action that you can look at. This right here, TMZ. I mean, when you want to talk about red carpet status, VIP, royalty treatment, this interview right here for Dana White was that from TMZ. They made sure not to go over, above, and beyond. They probably talked about this interview before they even went on air, and they knew all the questions that was going to be asked. So they wanted to make sure Dana was well taken care of, and he received the concierge service of affluency and being a public figure. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they did it. They took care of him, boy.
What we're concerned about, listen, nobody knows you better than your kids know you. They grow up in your house with you. They see everything. They hear everything. They know everything. And everybody always asks me, questions about, well, do I care about this? Do I care about that? And my question is always the same. My legacy and all this other stuff with work doesn't mean anything to me. It's all about your family, It's about your wife and kids and in this situation too. Like I'm saying, everybody's going to have an opinion. We're just worried about our family and focused on our kids right now.
So we mentioned the kids again for like the sixth time, 7. The number just keep on going up. So fighters, please understand. Mention your kids. Mention how long you've known her. Whether it been 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 months, 3 months. Mention your kids, over and over again. You have a starting point. You have a template now. Dana White mentioned his. Let's just say the lucky number 7, the good number 7. Let's go with 7. Any of you fighters are caught on camera, mention your family, because pretty much Dana White says, forget what the public thinks of me. It's more about my kids. I don't give a damn what you're talking about. It's more about my kids. So I don't give a damn what you say. Y'all hit me in the deal. It's more about my kids. If you come to the arena while I'm in there and any reporter want to ask me about this situation, that'll be the last time you ever step foot in the arena of the Ultimate Fighting Championship and ask me anything. You got it? You know, tread very, very lightly. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, bro. This was a light interview, and they want to act like it was a eulogy for his pup. You know what I'm saying? To have a light-hearted moment at the end that basically caused him to laugh and giggle and all this shit, man, is very appalling, man.
But me and my wife are cool. We're good.
You know, him and his wife is good. Real talk. Him and his wife is good, y'all. Who are we to go against the grain and say otherwise? Him and his wife is good. Him and his wife is good. You know what I'm saying? Him and his wife is good. That's what you should remember. Him and his wife is good. They're good. They're good. Did he apologize? Did he apologize to the people? I don't think he even gave a damn to apologize. Did he apologize? Did he apologize for embarrassing his family since his kids mean so much to him? Did you apologize and just say, you know what, as long as I've been around and what I've been advocating for, this is not how I want people to see me in the light at all, especially in the public light. I apologize. Okay. Dragon, what's good? WCS. Double standards are a problem, man. Simple. Sometimes it seems like it just exceeds double standards, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is just crazy. This is just wild, man. You know, they gave him an interview and they was very, you know, dipping up the head. You see, the Japanese, they bend down out of respect. That's how they greet one another. And you dip your head lower than those who in authority, or those of the elder, you know, the elderly, or somebody with seniority. You know what I'm saying? They done probably slapped her more than one time. He just got caught on camera. True words, real talk. Well said, no doubt. That ain't the first time. You're not gonna convince average people to sit up here and say that was the first time. Shout out to Lost Art of Boxing, the LAB on deck. What's good? Bruce Gas, Boxing Jazz, and more on deck. Salute to your OG. Big shout out to Don Vaughn on deck with the $5 super chat. What's good? Salute WCS. I just wanted to recognize the beating you put on KO86 without him splitting the ropes and sparring. Hey man, that's a whole nother story, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on with these people on here, bro. Real talk. I don't get it. I don't get it. But shout out to Don Vaughn with the $5 super chat, man. You know? Appreciate you, man, for always supporting the channel. Like many of you, I appreciate you. Continue to support the channel in 2023. And also, you know, every now and then I put my Cash App out there in case you want y'all want to support the channel. But when it comes down to this incident, I'm just giving a helpful hint to these fighters to mention your kids, how long you've known the mother, and that you're more concerned about your kids. 3 steps right there. Mention your kids. No, mention how long you known the mother of your child, your kid. You know what I'm saying? And let them know it's more so your focus is on your kids. You know what I'm saying? It's more so taking care of the kids. So you got to mention the time frame that you know your girl, your child. It's more so, I'm not going to talk about what I did, but it's more so my kid. And then if any other questions, hey, I'm just more concerned. I apologize. My kids know who I am. So that's what's most important. My kids know. Look, I can't even fathom a fighter being in that same position, right? And they mention their kids as much as he did, as much as Dana White did, right? And they're not asked the question. So if your kids matter, why you didn't think about your kids while you was out there intoxicated and putting hands on your girl? That's what it should be. That's what this reply should be. Like they always tell us in the military, you know, think of that. Good initiative, poor judgment. They always say good initiative, poor judgment. Good initiative, poor judgment. You know what I'm saying? Like, they always ask you to think. You're a Marine 24/7. So always reflect upon that when you about to go out here and do stupid shit. And of course, we went out there and did things that was natural sometimes, out partying, you know what I'm saying, having a good time. But think about it when it comes to the point where it's going to affect you in public. When you get arrested. He didn't get arrested. Why? Because his wife didn't call the police? Or did in Gervonta, she called and talking about he was gonna kill her, and she thought she was gonna get killed. Either way, it's an unbalanced media reporting when it comes to the scales of perception, and that's why I put these dudes on the freaking scales. It's very unbalanced on the scales of perception when it comes to reporting from the mainstream media. Very unbalanced, bro. Very unbalanced. He tried to slap her ass twice, but he missed. And see, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't look in the darkness of it, that he actually looked like he was trying to fight her. But look, those close to him is going to say what? Q? He was trying to help her up. They've been knowing each other since kids. It's not like he ain't slapped her in between 12 years old to freaking 50 years old. There's no way possible. With all the success that he has, and he been knowing her since he was 12, they never hit each other. They've been perfect together. I mean, if I could do it, I would put them on the best couples of the last 3 decades. Dana White and White. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. This is a perfect example of black and white media. They prove to you, we will put you in the light that we want you in. Whether it's in the brightest or the darkest, it's up to us on how we want you to be perceived in the media. Point blank period, bro. TMZ has a lot of articles that people can sit up here and say it's extreme bias in how they put the headline up there. He said nightclub fight with wife on NYE. That is as cumbersome as it get, right? Very cumbersome, man. Oh my God, man. This is just crazy shit right here. Let me give you one more. Look, if I put in Google Dana White's arrest, it's barely any people reporting on this shit. It comes up with Cain Velasquez shit. So let me put something else in front of it. I put UFC Dana White. Let me put some more graphic details to it and see what the headlines are for. Let me see. CBS put in there, Dana White slaps wife during physical altercation on New Year's Eve. There's no excuse. Look, at least they put slap, right? They put slaps wife, right? But then it is very innocuous in a way. Slap wife doing physical altercation on New Year's Eve. There's no excuse. They hurry up and put the no excuse. So fighters, once again, say there's no excuse. That should pretty much provide you with the release of pure culpability in your actions. Say there's no excuse. Mention how long you've known her. Mention your kids. And how much, you care for your kids, right? And then next, put no excuse on there. There's no excuse for it. See, I've been with my girl for at least about 5 months. And at the end of the day, I don't care what nobody says. It's about my kids. It's about my kids at the end of the day. You know, your kids know. They've grown up with you. They know everything. They see everything. At the end of the day, there's no excuse. It's pretty much my kids. That's what I care about, my kids. No excuse, but you know, at the end of the day, I can give a damn what people are gonna say, and they have every right to say it. But it's just all about my kids, because I've been knowing her for 5 months now, maybe 6 months. So it's no excuse really. But you know, at the end of the day, I just care about my kids. Really, I care about my kids. That's what matters. I mean, how old is your kids, bro? How old is your kids at the end of the day? Let me find out. Let me find out. Let me be nosy. All right? Let me be nosy. You know, it's layers to reporting. I have to bring up some of Dana's White dirt. You know what I'm saying? Instead of putting it in the thumbnail, I didn't want it to be too messy. I didn't want it to look like reality shows down here in the ATL. But let's go back. Let's just go back. Okay? To 2014. You heard Dana White said that they've been together for damn near 30 years, right? So within that 30 years, people, you don't think that there's been situations with a guy like Dana White, as rich as he is and successful as he is and a public figure, he ain't had situations that would have caused his wife to reach her hand up and skid out? Do you think that they cohabitate in the same area of that mansion? Who knows? But let's just go back to 2014, where White was accused in a sex tape scandal when the exotic dancer allegedly taped a sexual encounter with White in Brazil around the year 2014. 2014, let me do the math. Let me count on my fingers. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. No. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So let's say about 8 years ago, there was a sex tape scandal with Dana White with an alleged exotic dancer. See, I didn't want to front load it too heavy with this shit. The stripper also alleged White had been seeing her for months during this marriage. Ooh, well, you think people in black and white don't get the true picture? Don't worry, TMZ. I got you. Because people looking at this like, oh, it just has to do with them intoxicated. No, it's more. So the stripper was alleged White had been seeing her for months during his marriage. The stripper live-in boyfriend then tried to extort money from White, which resulted in a criminal case against her boyfriend. In Nevada on April 3rd, 2020, this is during the pandemic, a civil suit against White was filed, claiming he offered the boyfriend money to persuade him to plead guilty, which White denied. According to the complaint, White paid $10,000 to the stripper to dance and have sex with him. The lawsuit was dismissed in October 7, 2020. Wow. So someone did take the motherfucking bait. They took the cash. They took the monetary gift, the compensation. You know what I'm saying? The stipend. They received the orders and they complied. Wow. You wanted to get your groove on. So therefore, Mr. White, you pretty much, what was that? What's that word I'm looking for? Committed adultery. So you committed adultery, which tells me internal to the marriage, this ain't the first time. Because when you came home from making the news, when this broke, whenever it did, ooh, that same 12-year-old that you knew, but she was fired up. You cheating on me? I can't cheat. You'll kick me out and say, I'm not getting any of the money. But you're cheating on me with a Brazilian stripper? Ugh, you're nasty. Wow. I got it. I'm just saying, people think their hands are clean in these people. Their hands are clean. They can't do no wrong. But this was just 8 years ago, approximately. But he says, at the end of the day, it's just all about his kids. It's all about his kids. I get it. It's just all about his kids. I wonder, was he thinking about his kids when he was over there getting played and hustled in Brazil of all places? Come on, bro. You know how much they hustle. She had a live-in boyfriend, and she's up there accepting private dances. You know what I'm saying? She's accepting private dances because she know who you are. She know you paid. She know your pockets are heavy. $10,000. $10,000, yo? Got it. And then, of course, I can care less about his gambling. He got the money. He want to do it, however. You know what I'm saying? That's up to him. But I just thought I wanted to put that little nugget out there about the marriage ain't being as perfect as people think. All you got to do is pick up a goddamn shovel and start putting in inquiries, and you'll find out a lot more about somebody. So you can't tell me they ain't had no problems where he got slapped in the goddamn face. When you a part of that lifestyle and you have all that money coming in, come on, man. A lot of people settle. A lot of people settle, bro. A lot of people settle. And I think that's what's going on in this case, settling. A lot of people are settling in a situation full of controversy. It's not as peaceful as people think. And see, he's the type of person, if somebody's, talking about how old his kids is, he's the type of person that send a cease and desist. Talking about, don't bring my kids into it. But you brought your kids into it and mentioned 7 times. That's all about the kids. But your kids was much younger 8 years ago, and it still didn't stop you from being with a Brazilian stripper while you was married. Come on, bro. Like, man, come on, man. TMZ did you a fair one. For real. TMZ did you a fair one. Real talk. Real talk. They did you a fair one. I'm still looking up something right quick. Give me 1 minute. I'm looking up something right quick. So let me put this out there too, because they always talked about this when it came to Gervonta, right? But it's on record that Dana White began boxing. You know what I'm saying? He has a daughter when she was 17 years old. So this is how crazy these articles be. You know what I'm saying? Be putting shit out there and misinforming the public, be making all these mistakes. Dana White began boxing when she was 17 years old. I don't know who wrote this article and if the kid was out of elementary yet. He tried college, but it wasn't the right fit for him. Instead, Dana White began his career as a boxing coach, which has resulted in Dana White's current network of more than 500 million. So not only is Dana a public figure and known to millions, he used to be a boxer. So he knows how to throw that right cross. He knows how to throw that. Nobody's mentioned that. This guy boxed. He knew his wife since they was 12, right? 5 years. They knew since she was 12 years old. 5 years after that, we're sitting up here looking at him being a boxer. He's a boxing coach. So he has to know something about throwing hands. Is that not a problem? A dude that knows how to throw hands and was involved with boxing to go up here and strike a woman across her face? They've been married since 1996. Do the math, y'all. Do the math. They say close to 30 years. They leaving off the 4 years. They went to different math classes. See, that's what you get when you get people that's used to just rounding shit up. You know, that's what money does. The numbers. They just round shit up. They've been married 26. We've been married close to 30 years. That's another thing, boxers. If you've known your girl for a year and a half, oh, definitely add a whole another 12 months to that. Man, I've known my girl 2.5 years, man. Oh, yeah? Oh, we in the goddamn articles, they were saying y'all don't known each other for a year and a half. Now I've known her like 2.5 years, man. I love my kids. At the end of the day, it's about my kids. I have no excuses, but I could care less what anybody else has to say. At the end of the day, it's about my kids. You know what I'm saying? And my wife, you know, the mother of my child, we've been knowing each other for 3.5 years. So you know, at the end of the day, we know each other. The kids have seen us. They know us. And, you know, when it comes down to it, it's more so about the kids. You know what I'm saying? And my girl and baby's mother, that's what it's all about. You know, this is the first and last time that this will ever happen, because she seen me do some shit, you know. I was paying off, you know, tricking off strippers and everything. Even though people may have something to say about it, at the end of the day, it's all about my kids. You know what I'm saying? When you know somebody that long as I've known her 4.5 years, it just comes down to, you know, no situation is perfect. No situation is perfect. Seriously, no situation is perfect. At the end of the day, people are going to say what they want to say. And it's deserving. They have the right to say what they're gonna say. But really, when you look at it, I've known her 8.5 years. And within that 8.5 years, we've just went into some problems and trials and tribulations. And people are going to say things all over the media. That's what people do. That's their perception. They're going to say, oh, man, he slapped her. It looks bad. And I get it. They're right. But at the end of the day, I've known her for 12.5 years. You know what I'm saying? And the situation is coming up with WCS was speaking about me tricking off a Brazil process. It's not what it seems. You know what I'm saying? When you go to these other countries and they're not used to seeing people like me, everybody want to get paid. It was more so an extortion. You know what I'm saying? Somebody trying to take advantage of me being in attendance and stuff like that. But did you pay her? Did you have an affair? I mean, that's what it says in the media. You know, I'm not really here to talk about that. All I'm saying is, yes, it was a lot of alcohol. I don't remember anything. Oh, shit. I don't remember. I'm going to be honest with you, Harvey and Charles. I don't remember anything. I'm just being honest. I don't remember anything. You know, even a stripper. You know what I'm saying? Not using any I don't remember anything. But at the end of the day, I'm not perfect. And more so, it's all about the kids. I've been knowing my wife, goddamn, 30 and a half years. It's going to be problems, okay? That's the extent of it, man. It's going to be problems, real talk. I've known her 30 and a half years. It's going to be problem, real talk. It's going to be problems. Last I remember, Dana older and got more to lose. Hey, you're talking about somebody who's a super duper millionaire, who has stock in the UFC, even though they sold it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they bought it and built it up, and they sold it for $4 billion. And not only that, he was able to receive some of that money and still has stock. He still has stock in the UFC, so he'll forever be rich. The UFC isn't going anywhere. He sold it to new owners, and they kept him on the payroll because people know the UFC, they know Dana White. But today we're talking about him slapping his wife with a right cross, being absolutely wrong, and that certain news outlets is not even taking it serious enough to hold this man accountable with the hard questions. And this was a moment that they should ask the hard questions. But that just goes to show you how much power Dana White has. He has a crazy amount of power, man. We're not talking about physical power. We're talking about influential power. That influential power is the type of shit that you know you're supposed to be invited somewhere, but you're not. You know you should be and you know have access to this, but you don't. Yeah, that's what we talking about with him. He ain't perfect. He was up there in Brazil committing adultery on his wife. And you know, he started boxing, so he you know, he got extorted. They wanted to come up, and the charges ended up being dropped. So you can only imagine what the payoff. Somebody over there living real good in Brazil. Living real good in Brazil. Real talk. Off the actions of Dana White, and you trying to tell me she don't feel no type of way about him cheating on her? You trying to tell me his kids don't know? Come on, man. Be honest with yourself. Just say, you know what? I fucked up. I fucked up, man. When y'all sit up here and place all the judgment on this torchlit parade and drag these fighters through the mud just because they're easable, accessible to you, you drag them through the mud. You on headlines, oh, he shouldn't have did that. How's he ever going to get sponsorship? And he's out here, you know, getting into it with his baby moms. But yet you have an individual that's having an affair. You have an individual who's in public, intoxicated and laughing. I don't remember anything. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Because I still remember moments when, back in the day when I was out in them streets and intoxicated. I remember to this day. That's fact. If you still standing on your 2 feet, when you're standing on your 2 feet and someone slaps you and you return that counter, you remember. Because your neurological, your mechanics, your functionality is still working perfectly. He remembers. A drunken man's words is a sober man's thoughts, right? He remembers, bro. He remembers what he did to his wife. He remembers. If he didn't remember, he wouldn't be on TMZ trying to motherfucking clear the shit. If you don't remember shit, I'm say, I don't even remember. Like when dudes get knocked out, they being honest. I don't remember what happened. That's why when they come to, they say, what happened? You got knocked out. You know what I'm saying? You got knocked out. That's a genuine response to not remembering. But when you're standing on your feet drinking and you're going to blame it on the alcohol, that's just a lame excuse for you to separate yourself from liability and move on. D-Ray on deck, what's good? Shout out to my guy Shaw News, the Sauce Experience, a.k.a. Showtime Shaw on deck. This shows media bias, but more important, society bias. Talk that, man. Talk that. Michael Johnson Boxing talking more on deck. What's good with it, Mike? He got caught in color. And folks out here saying, no, he barely touched her. God damn, they ain't saying that, is they? Because they didn't even see Tank do anything in his last incident. And that dude was goddamn being publicly prosecuted as if he did. All because of, you know what I'm saying? Why drop the charges if you feel somebody's gonna kill you? Come on, man. These women, I'll tell a man any time of the day, man. They don't want to listen. It don't matter how long you've been with your wife right now, your girl. It's all about when you get to that point where you all start to get tired of one another, when the kids grow up, that is going to be the sticking point. That is going to be the sticking point. See, when you're dating a chick and you're young, you're still in your 20s, people don't take, you know, they'll be more inclined to judge you because you're not married and all that. And they feel like you still have a lot more maturity to go through. They'll tell you that. And also, you easily accessible. It's easy for them to reach out and touch you with their words. That's just the way it is. But fellas, I'm telling you, don't ever underestimate a woman's capability of getting to you. If she can't get to you, she'll have someone else get to you. Always remember the power that be. A woman has power. I'm not talking about that physical shit either. I'm talking about this different type of power when it comes to a man not understanding and taking a woman for granted. They have different type of power, man. They can influence others to do harm to you based off a lie. You see the shit play out even on the YTC. If shit can be said and done on the YTC and all these dudes want to do is issue threats all the time, imagine what a woman can do. Imagine what a woman can do, y'all. Imagine the power of a woman. Can tell a lie, stick to that lie, beat herself up, and they can't tell if it was self-inflicted bruises or not. How you land in jail with MugShot. And then a month later, she say, oh, I recant. You know what I'm saying? He never did anything. Most of the time, the woman don't even get put in jail for making a false statement. Most of the time, they just let the guy out. Oh, man, I know we just don't waste it. A month of your life, man, off a lie. Man, it happens like that sometime, man. You'll be okay. You're still young. You'll be okay, man. Just it out there with them women, man. But just watch it. Just watch it, bro. Just watch it. Be more smart. They be trying to counsel you to be more smart. No, I'm telling you right here. Be extremely intelligent and clever and pay attention when it comes to these women, like I told you before. You can do what you want. You don't have to listen to me. I'm just telling you from experience. I'm just telling you from experience, man. You can have this lovey-dovey relationship all you want. Your kids are going to grow up, goddammit. Your kids are going to grow up. And I tell boxers again, remember Dana White mentioned his shit like 7 times, all right? He mentioned also around that 7th time, him and his wife been knowing it since they was 12. But he didn't mention any of his wrongdoing, of his faults that he's committed during the marriage. Never. He just said, we've been married, we've known each other since we was 12 years, been married close to 30 years. Boxers do that. Just cascade, smooth the fuck over anything that you think they know you did. Just say, hey, at the end of the day, I don't care what you think. It's about the kids. All right? I know my girl 40 and a half years, and we going to work it out. We're best friends. Come on, man. But how can you know her 40 and a half years and you're only in your 30s? Man, it seems like I've known her for 40 freaking years. That's where our maturity level is at. Boxers use it. Put your kids into it. It's all about the kids at the end of the day. I don't care what y'all think. It's all about kids at the end of the day. That's what's important to me. And they didn't even turn around and ask Dana. So it's about your kids. Like, you in Cabo, rich people shit. You didn't think about that before you slapped the taste out of their mouth? And then it seems like you was about to beat her to the floor. That ain't the first time, baby. That ain't the first time, baby boy. That is just another reoccurring theme that played out in public. Remember that, people. Man, shout out to my guy Jamal Neasy on deck. Happy New Year's. Salute to the chat. Man, salute to you, brother. One love to you and your fam, man. Appreciate you pulling up as always there, Jamal. You know what I'm saying? And big shout out to those of you that's in the chat. As always, pleasure. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to end this on this, right? Okay, so it's certain people that's commenting on the situation that went down, you know, on Q's channel the other day, right? Listen, everybody run their channel different. I'm not going over to Q's channel complaining about how he run his channel because he let shit go off, right? Even though he was goddamn arranging some icons and shit, some logos for people to agitate the situation. Nobody influenced me like that. You know what I'm saying? No influence me. I said what I said to him, but it wasn't in serious. Like, you can't influence me by putting me next to a motherfucker. Like, if I want to be petty and speak on it, I'll be petty and speak on it. But this is the wild part about the YTC, right? That I can't get. For years, I'm talking about when WCS was short on the numbers. It was more like less than 10 people tuned in. All these people tend to talk about the same thing. All these people was hating behind the scenes and talking shit behind my back. because they affiliate themselves with the same people that I have a problem with. The same people that initially had a problem with me first. You know what it is. I'm not dumb enough for them. It's certain things that they can't get over me about, so they feel a certain way. It's been like that. It's just been like that for a long time before I actually spoke up on it. Now, I didn't do anything to it was just a boxing debate to me. But listen, people, when you drop those comments to me in my DMs, right? Understand there's people on here that you need to be vested in and put your focus in more than me. It's people that have been doing that shit. Look, they on record saying they've been doing this shit for a decade. They've been doing this shit for a long time. And they just talk to people any way they feel like talking to people. And y'all are not over there saying anything to them. Y'all ain't saying shit. Y'all just sitting up here going along with the flow. You know what I'm saying? Some of you are keeping it 100, you know. Some of you are keeping it 100. But you guys, you have to understand one thing. These guys that's always want to issue threats and talking about what they'll do in person. You're not a smart individual when it comes to just what you're doing in life in general. I don't go out here looking for fights with anybody. And just because I put my age out there, I don't digress from that. It's nothing I can do. But with age, there is wisdom, there is experience, there is understanding. You know what I'm saying? There is appreciation. I think with a lot of you cats, you just feel like the group or the companions that you're in the company of, you can talk the way you talk. If you feel that they talk reckless, you can talk reckless. And brothers, they always feel like saying bitch ass nigga, fuck boy, and that. I've said it myself, but I'm saying when you're in a debate, or you in a conversation, just learn how to have a dialogue. Learn how to confabulate with somebody without all the usual terminology. Sometime I'll jump in and entertain your punk ass, but learn how to have a dialogue without using the same bitch ass nigga. We done heard that for years upon years upon years, bro. Is it any different when you say faggot? Is it any difference than what you said it the last thousands of times? Hell no, that shit ain't that different at all. It don't mean shit. What it mean is you're extremely emotional and you're allowing the people to see that someone is living rent free in your skull cap. That's all that is. But guys, if you think people don't watch me, I got family that's always watching me on live that no one knows. I got people that know me that they'll never connect us together. They'll never connect us. They'll never connect my family together. I got people that watch me on here too. They watching everything that goes on, who's saying what, when, and what. I don't know what these guys are thinking. But when you sit up here and think that you can talk behind people's back and talk shit about people, right? In Knockout's case, I donated freaking money to his freaking children one time when he was talking. That's how genuine. He ain't never donated to my channel. He ain't never donated to my kids. But look, he's part of a community where he's feeling some type of way that people coming to him saying he got the other day. And, you know, people say that about me. They'll say, oh, man, WCS has been on here. He got cooked and all this other shit. Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen, when I tell you I don't think about these dudes, I don't think about them like that. But I do think about what you say when you get up here and start issuing these threats, what you would do and what you think you would do. That goes for everybody that was on the thumbnail, every one of you. If you feel that I can't critique you, but yet your whole entire content creation is to talk about what somebody else said, imagine you not having access to me, right? And you're talking all this shit. What if I was in Crawford's position? These niggas have access to me, right? But they don't have access to Crawford. They talk all this greasy, slimy, disrespectful shit about these boxers. But when they have somebody on their level that they have access to, now all of a sudden, you want to pull up. It's threats. They'll send me to the hospital. I don't know if you understand the art of war, but a lot of times, right, it consists of two combatants fighting. It consists of two combatants in the art of war. The art of war doesn't necessarily mean that it deals with a left and right hand, a left and right foot, and all the other 8 limbs that consist in. In a street fight, it consists of 9 limbs, including the head. All right? It consists of even more attachments when you include firearms. In this day and time, people are not going into situations unprepared. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm not saying nobody can go ahead and get touched or any of that, but when you threaten people, when you continue to threaten people over and over again, the person that you threaten is not going to forget it. They're not going to fucking forget it, bro. I tell these guys all the time, the same people that you talking to me about, these people be damn dropping info into my DM, man. So a lot of this shit that comes out on the surface, I've been knowing a lot of shit ahead of time. I just didn't say anything about it. So-and-so's be talking reckless about you, be talking shit behind your back, be trying to plot on. But dude, knockout, this is my message to you, brother. I guess you the only one that felt emotional off the thumbnail, right? And you felt like seeing your name on there, it bothered you, right? But listen to me, brother. A brother gave me your contact information with an old number to an old number. And I told him that. That brother was G5, right? And shout out to G5, man. You know what I'm saying? See, he sent the information again today. He sent it to my IG. I called you up, and you try to act like you don't know who Scotty is. Y'all niggas don't use my name over and over and over again. Knockout tried to act like he didn't know who I was. Who is this, Scotty? And I'm not online. This is me and you talking. Who is this, Scotty? Who is this again? Scotty. He tried to act like he didn't know me. WCS, nigga. Oh, man, he called himself. What you doing, call? I said, I was giving you information. I just got your information. G5 has sent the shit to a old number. I'm busy. Okay, cool. So if you're busy, this is how we can handle this online, right? Stop talking shit about me and leave me the fuck alone. If you was in a moment to bring G5 up into my G5 dropped the information. He dropped the information. I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about because it wasn't coming to me because I ain't had the same number. But I did reach out to you. I wanted to know what you had to say because there ain't shit you can tell me that's gonna change my mind about the way you acting. If you felt like you can't be critiqued on a freaking debate and you trying to get people to believe that's what it all, no. You don't talk shit behind back to BFTB. Yeah, bro. Yeah, no doubt. You don't talk shit behind my back to many of people. And y'all niggas want to play victims. Like, oh, man, I ain't even say nothing. I'm tired of hearing that shit, dog. Y'all sit up here and instigate all this shit. But yet when somebody stay on your motherfucking head and put you on blast on shit, you don't like it. You just want to be you always want to be the rabbit with the gun. You always want to be able to fire off and include other people. Y'all niggas got the same MO. Talk shit, include niggas. Talk shit, include more niggas. Talk shit, include all the niggas that you are clicked up with so they can join in. Let me tell you something about the boxing debate, bro. I explain this to you again. Let me make it perfectly clear. This dude is so bent on following me around the channels. He's following me. What type of grown man in their 30s is doing that? You have to look at yourself deeper than the reflection in the mirror and say, damn, what am I doing? Is that some man shit? Like every time I see WCS, a small channel with no views over here, is that some man shit with me following this nigga around? Following no man around? I done had conversations or arguments and debates with dudes. I ain't following them around, dog. I've seen this same nigga Knockout have problems with other people. I didn't see the same energy with you saying you gonna go in there and beat their head in. Where's all this coming? Like, are you getting with your family and saying, you know what, this might be the last year, 2023, that we together, so I just want to do everything right because I want to just put it all out there. Oh, I just want to put it all out there. What do you mean? WCS, man, he pissed me off, man. 50-year-old nigga. That nigga pissed me off. You support niggas that do worse. Like, let me rephrase that. Let me rephrase that and reciprocate that. He support niggas that do worse. That makes you just as stupid as them. You support niggas that do worse, nigga. But you get mad at guys who stand up and say, you know, I'm not this beta bitch that you want me to be. So you show how soft-hearted you was. You weren't willing to have a grown man conversation. Okay, cool. But let me also express this. If you in my chat and you try to go back and forth over the G5 chat to start some bullshit, I told him straight up. I say, please screenshot it. I mean, no, I already know G-Boxing. I don't even know who that nigga is, but he's an instigator. I saw you over there in this chat, talking about freaking World Combat Sports over there, talking this, that, and the other. Okay, cool. You can stay over there. Please don't come over here in this chat. All right? But if you in this chat, I'm putting on the record. Nobody in here would tell you that I send people over to other people's chat that I got a problem with. Never in a day. Nigga, please. You think I got that much time on my hand to say, you, March, you've been activated. You're tactical team number 1. Go over there to G5's chat and interrupt, cause mass confusion, shock and awe. That's not what I do, bro. I don't go over there on fake accounts. I don't do any of that, bro. So y'all don't go there trying to start shit with him. Man, him, we good, bro. He do his thing, man. I do my thing. But you knock out of all people, just keep my name out your mouth and stop talking shit about me and leave me the fuck alone, man. Because you making all these threats, I don't know, man. You seriously underestimate the older generation. Y'all niggas are delirious, bro. You got to be willing to commit murder, Knockout. The way you're talking, you gotta be. You always saying that you in your 30s. I'm in my 30s. That's as high as you want to go. You ain't trying to get to your 50s, bro. You up here making threats online. It's 30s. That's it? That's all you want to do? Because truth be told, bro, I don't see you at the fights. I don't see you doing nothing. So if you're talking about pulling up on me and all this other shit, you got to be committed to the homicide there, bro. Because it's never going to die. You know what I'm saying? The situation is never going to die with me. Never. So it's best you leave this shit in the YTC. Y'all niggas stop threatening people. Because I've seen y'all get it in with other people on here and you let it go. Because you feel like, oh, let me. The easier target is WCS because he don't have that many views. And he an old ass nigga. You know, let me go over here and direct all my attention to him. I'm just saying, brother. You coming off as real freaking minstrel right now. Seriously, brother. I went over to Q's channel to talk boxing again. And you came over there several times to damn be a part of a panel that I'm on, nigga. You are the stalker. You are showing a different side that consists of these beta niggas running around feeling some type of way about somebody, bro. You know how you get me to forget about you? Stop talking shit behind my back. Every one of you niggas on that thumbnail, every single one of you has said the same thing about my channel. But guess what? You want to criticize my military service and being that I'm retired. And that just goes to show you, I keep reminding you, listen to me. You wasn't lacing up my boots. When you was in motherfucking diapers, you wasn't even born yet. I was on the grind. When you was going through the damn elementary and shit, I was already on the grind, going on deployments, humping, marching. Goddamn having leadership positions. You niggas get mad because I always mention retirement. How can you get mad, nigga? I'm trying to give you goals. I'm trying to give you motherfucking goals. Do you want to retire? Do you want to have a life outside of this shit? With a pension? With health insurance and benefits? Nah, y'all niggas going around here to YTC acting like it's all for now. All right here, right now. That's where we at. I ain't thinking about the future. It's all for now. You got grown men in their 40s calling out men talking about, I'll beat you down till the blood come out your head. For real? You don't even have to beat nobody to make blood come out their head. You know how to do it. All you gotta do is just shoot them. You don't have to put no hands on them. You don't have to break your hand. And then you get back on here and you type, shit, my knuckles, ouch. You don't have to do nothing of that. It's many other ways to make somebody bleed from the head, bro. The YTC is supposed to be a social media platform, and people are going to have disagreements. But when, for one of them, this is going to cause me to really digress from entertaining these dudes. Because at the end of the day, they are individuals that will submit paperwork. They talk about you like a dog behind the scene, right? They really trying to get your channel taken down. That's why they get together and mention your name, hoping that you can say something crazy. They can screen record it and report it to YouTube and get your channel taken down. That's the plot with WCS. That's all. That is the plot. I know this. I was a data look. I was a data chief officer, bro. I dealt with networks. I dealt with setting up communications. I dealt with setting up the users. I dealt with setting up freaking communications and combat zones. Did all that. I'm not new to IPs and configurations. You know what I'm saying? The whole tech, the whole point to A to B and back. You know what I'm saying? I'm not new to any of that. Finding out the IP address of where people's at. That's easy. But y'all niggas that's been on here supposedly all this long time, let me just ask you this question. When you mention WCS numbers and the views, are you more so on here to basically be a part of something that's not going anywhere? If that's the case, then continue to stress yourself out. Because none of y'all niggas seem like y'all have goals to accomplish on this bitch. Y'all busy up here talking about, I've been doing this for this long and have all these damn viewers. Listen to me carefully. If you don't have any type of objectives or any type of goals to meet, you don't have any type of damn measuring points that you want to accomplish on YouTube shit. Let's just say the next 5 years. Then what the fuck are you doing it for? If you're doing it for recreational, treat it as recreational. Stop mentioning other people's views and what they don't have. You have to be able to grow. TBV, they grown. They cracked the ceiling. They're on a whole nother level. They have a budget. They have sponsors. They have all this shit. The boxing community on YouTube is very, very small, man. Seriously. It's multiple channels, but you really can't include every channel because it's just niggas with a voice and know how to goddamn log in a StreamYard and then go live. I don't include them. That's like the Salvation Armies and the Goodwills of the boxing channels. But when you got individuals who's actually putting forth the effort, like so-called big channels, right? So I have to ask myself, doing the assess, and this is no knock on anybody, but when I compare Blue's channel, who's been on here all the time, and BBS and BB and all that, look, I wish no ill will on Blue. I just don't fuck with him. I know who he is. I totally understand who he is. I don't want to be that man's friend, period. But when I look at his channel and what everybody glorify, right? And then I look at Coach Malachi's channel, and I look at his elevation process of who his networking skills and how he's communicating with people and how he's up there being able to have educated know-how to put information out there. He's multitasking in front of his audience. He's multitasking, Blue. What I'm trying to tell you, you have to break through the ceiling, my brother. People don't understand my mentality. I ain't looking to see Blue blood fall, but I just don't see no growth in it. I don't see any growth. Look, people can't take constructive criticism. I don't see growth in a lot of your channels. I don't see growth in BF. I don't see growth in Knockout. I definitely don't see growth in Willie the Munchkin. Hell no. I don't see any growth in Drew's. All these niggas are talking about my views. I don't see any growth. I'm not doing it with the same mentality you got. What is your growth? Where are you going with this? To come on here for the next 5 years, get gray hair if you got hair, and goddamn continue to do the same routine? No, you got plans. You got to network with people. You got to get some type of sponsorship. You got to get people. If you're looking at Coach Malachi True Media today, and you're looking at Blue, how can Coach come up from and goddamn levitate so quickly and giving out pure organic content, having interviews, people that you want to see? Vice, what you got going on? Doing videos in the vehicle. Screaming and yelling at your subscribers to refresh the super chat. Yeah, I could do that too. But I'd rather somebody just donate to me without me telling them, because they're grown ass adults. I can tell you the people that donate. I salute them all the time. But what we talking about? What is your goals? What is your objectives? I sit back and look at these channels, man, and I'm saying, then where's the growth? Where's the growth outside of what you're doing? And right now, the next channel outside of TBV is True Media Today. Real talk. To be honest with you, Blue, you reassess your situation. I already told you the plan. For you channels that's putting emphasis in telling WCS he don't have views and people don't tune in, listen, you should be more focused on the growth of your channel. If you feel you need to invest some more money into getting this, and this for YouTube, do the shit. Invest the time and effort to grow your channel, bro. I'm not impressed, man, like George St. Pierre used to say. I'm not impressed with your performance. And this is what I mean by that. If you younger dudes are focused in talking about YouTube status quo, I expect you to continue to grow year after year after year. If you are here 2 to 3 years with the same amount of motherfucking subscribers, not so much subscribers, because these niggas be buying subscribers, a lot of them, but I'm talking about viewership. If you got the views and consistent, and let's just say sometimes you might have 400 people in there, and sometimes it's according to what you pay for. Sometimes you might have 200. Okay. If your subscriber count continue to increase and you getting 80,000, 90,000, it don't matter if you go live, right? And the people that's commenting in your chat doesn't even break 25. You got 80,000 subscribers, but the people that's in your chat, the same people that's in there every day. And those people are damn near not dropping you super chats like you should. I said it before. If you got 100,000, why not ask your chat for all 100,000, man? I need for y'all to donate just $1. That's 100 grand. Just donate $1. I have 400 people tuned in. Can y'all just donate $1? Plea and beg with them. For you full-time YouTubers, plead and beg with them. Refresh the super chat. Refresh the super chat. Refresh the super chat. Tell them every time you go live, before this happened, I need all 200 of y'all to donate $1. I want to see this suit. Look, I want to see my goddamn super chat just blinging with Christmas colors. Just donate $1. $1. From baby blue to green to yellow to burgundy. You know what I'm saying? I want to see this motherfucking live chat light up. If you can't get that action right there every time you go live, it ain't gonna be no growth there, brothers. Y'all still gonna be talking about me, and I keep on telling you all. I retired since I was 37 years old. Do the math. I retired since I was 37 years old, bro. I'm in my 50s now. I've been retired since 37. Yeah, people know about military retirement. They hate it. It sucks. Yeah, it's stuff I go through. I have pain. I have ailments and all this shit. But God bless me, man. I'm lucky to do 20. And people want to sit up here and always talk about, oh, he's living off a military pension. Bro, once you said that you know, y'all continue to say F your serve and disrespect what I've earned, how you think I'm going to feel about this YouTube shit? I'm going to continue to step on you every chance I get. Because you niggas have chose to be a part of this community like it's going to take you to the promised land. And you're going to go through your entire 40s up here doing the same shit every motherfucking week. You're trying to build subscribers. And it gets so petty. This is where the growth spikes downward. Right? This is where the growth spikes downward. All right? Listen to me. This is where the growth spikes downward. You have these channels that would get together and attempt to relieve subscribers from somebody else's channels. So you have grown ass, old ass, elderly, crusty ass, damn near at the AARP level, going around screenshotting people's chat. I was amazed at certain people like Bruce Gass, right? I was amazed when people told Bruce Gass, now one of the most laid back OGs in this game, right? They told Bruce Gass he couldn't come in their chat because he was in my chat. Now, when you want to talk about feminism, beta bitch assness, you're trying to say Bruce Goes or Bruce Gass. You don't want him in your chat because he's over in my chat? This is grown fucking men, y'all. Grown men that supposedly have kids that somehow they reproduce and they're trying to raise to be future leaders, right? They're saying Bruce Gass can't come in their chat. They're blocking, not just me. I'm talking about, it's been people that block him off his opinion. They don't want to listen to a guy give you damn that old school retro throwback knowledge. They're not willing to be listeners. They can't give anybody credit. But they was up here saying, Bruce, you was over in WCS. So I must be doing something right, because every time I hear y'all crack your lips, you either talking about my views, who don't watch me. I remember hearing 78 say, oh, nobody care what you say. You must care what I say. Because y'all busy up here screenshotting people in my chat. How are y'all trying to do something and y'all consider they haven't had any production to it anyway? It's not anything going on with my shit. You're trying to reduce my numbers when you say I already have low numbers. Explain the shit to me. You're trying to reduce my numbers when you already say I have low numbers. Which one is it? Do I have low numbers? I have very minimal viewership and my channel small? Okay, if that's the case, why giving me that much attention? It must be my words. I'm being honest with you, bro. I can't talk. Y'all talk. Is this shit supposed to be taboo? You know, y'all up here every single day, man. Y'all have a baseline on what you're trying to do every day. But none of y'all have a spreadsheet on where you're trying to go the next day. You feel me? Y'all have a baseline on what you want to do today, but you don't have a spreadsheet on where you're trying to go tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day. Where's the growth in your channels? Y'all need to remember that every time you mention WCS, remember, where am I going with the growth of my channel? Don't talk about WCS because I'm a small channel. As they call my boy Showtime, I'm a upstart. If we're upstarts, then y'all should pay less attention to the channels that's not producing the numbers that you feel comfortable with when you go live. If you got 100 motherfuckers in your chat and they showing you love, you should appreciate that. Don't worry about someone live and you say, oh man, I want to talk shit about WCS, and then I put up a thumbnail on your ass. And y'all feel like, oh man, this is homicide. I got to pull up. It's violence. But you can go on other people's channels and talk shit and think nobody's tuned in. No, it's called, you have people dropping links. Hey man, you might want to check this out. Hey, WCS, you might want to check this out. Hey, Shot. Hey, WCS, they bitching you over here. But see, they're bringing information to my awareness for people who's talking shit about me, right? They're not bringing information to my awareness to say, hey, so-and-so's doing this. So I'm going to do a live on it. And I'm going to get those people to be aware. Oh, we seen you on WCS. I seen BF do it. I seen Drew do it. I seen Willie the Munchkin do it. I seen Knockout do it. All these sheep flock together. They busy up here talking about they got receipts on my channel. Why are you paying attention to my chat and you don't fuck with my chat? And every time you open your fucking mouth, you want to talk about numbers. Once again, I'm explaining to you again. I be having the privilege to speak on social media. But I will reiterate this one more time. As you speak about my old age, understand that it's travels that I've been a part of that you weren't. While you was trying to figure out shit in life, I was already on the grind. And it wasn't easy. I went into the hardest circle, go in, and I did what I had to do, and God blessed me in return. You can't take that away from me. You can't take away anything that I get with my military pension every month. You can't do shit about it. So don't knock me, because my mentality sometimes comes on here and I do live streams and I'm not really having to break down the spreadsheets or PowerPoint presentations. I'm much older now. But if you look at my catalog, if you look on my website, worldcombatsports.com, back in the day, I wrote articles, all that shit I wrote and edited myself. I put content up. I got my catalog on YouTube. I did a lot of work, man. I damn near ran into everybody that I wanted to run into. And pretty much a lot of that shit I spent pro bono. So when you niggas worry about the wrong thing, I'm asking myself, damn, is it a lack of maturity, lack of focus, or just straight up jealousy? You can't be jealous of a nigga like me because you said my channel ain't shit. So keep my channel as not being shit, bro. Leave Bruce Gas out of it. Y'all niggas want to goddamn kick him out and block him for giving his opinion, but he know a lot about the old school vets. He know a lot about the old school vets with box. But y'all gonna tell an OG like that? I thought this was a boxing community. You gonna tell an OG like that you can't be in my chat because of one nigga? Like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, this a girl dog? Like, do the younger generation just don't respect the older generation anymore? Tell me what it is. Like, what is the process? Y'all just don't have no respect for the older generation? Is that what it is? Y'all going around here telling people, I got receipts that you was in somebody else's chat. So y'all trying to restrict and confine them, right? In a social to specifically frequent your chat because they have wild feral mutts roaming around, goddamn screenshotting and sending you information to my, guess what I saw over there in WCS's chat? I just thought you might want to know. They're instigators, bro. But they can be instigators. Let them do the work. That means they're proving loyalty to you, okay? I don't request that from anybody in my chat. They're proving a sense of loyalty. But then it comes down to your actions. What are you gonna do? And it's just amazing how y'all will go live and talk about receipts. Mr. Gumbo, how old is Mr. Gumbo? How old is Gumbo, right? And the fallout was this guy donates to several channels, and these dudes up here crying that Gumbo was in my chat. Look, the man donates behind the scene. He donates to channels, bro. So I guess they felt some type of way to say, you know what, Gumbo up there, he donated to us. That's not enough. Gumbo could have donated these channels a dozen times, several dozen times. But they rather sacrifice his contribution to their channel to pretty much talk shit about WCS and get him not to be, or get him to feel some type of way about frequenting my chat. That's just crazy. That shit is childish as fuck. And this is not just one channel. It's not just two channels. I mean, they had several channels in Gumbo about him being over in WCS's chat. It's just crazy, bro. Make up your fucking mind, dog. Knockout get mad because he bring his ass over in my fucking chat, dog. And you gonna try to tell people, if you fucking with him, unsubscribe to me. Nigga, get your ass back in your neighborhood and worry about your tenants that's in your live chat, first of all. That's all I'm saying to you, nigga. You came over here on my shit telling people, hey, if you fuck with him, unsubscribe. No, ho, get your ass over in your chat and stay there. Don't come over here. Don't come over here. You don't see me in your chat, bro. That's why they mad. They want me to come over to their live chat, and they want me to make a comment so they can say something. So they can, you know, hopefully turn the attention and say, and then somebody in their chat time me out. See, if you were smart, you would have kept a rent and know who I was. People make fake accounts all the time, and I was finding out people was making fake accounts and pretending like they was me. I don't do that. All you gotta do is click on that and you'll know how much content my channel says. If that motherfucking channel got 3, 4, 5, that ain't me. That ain't the real one. It's just simple, y'all. You got channels up here that have objectives and goals. All I'm saying is, out of all these channels, let's just say 15 channels, right? You got supposedly 2 of the big channels, Blue Blood Sport and True Media Today. So a lot of people sit up here and say, okay, you got 2 channels that's having all these viewerships. I've heard Champ Side say that Blue Blood channel was bigger than BLK. Okay. That's one of the most hilarious jokes I heard in 2022, right? But he does have a channel. He's worked his ass off to get what he's supposed to get. But right now, I'm looking at this shit, and look, I'm being as I possibly can. I'm seeing the channel take off and levitate to a higher position of growth in True Media Today rather than Blue. Blue is more so the mobile headquarters, still doing lives in your vehicle. And brother, I'm not saying anything, you know, putting clickbait titles out there, talking about shit that don't make sense. I just see more of a quality and quantity and planning process check mark going over here to True Media Today, vice what you got going on, Blue. For you to troubles, bro, you have to be able to have people that want to deal with you in order for you to grow. Because I'm telling you, if you choosing to do this for the next 10 years at the pace that you're going, your body's gonna break down, bro. You have a tough situation. You've hard work in and dedication to build your shit up in the foundation. But when it comes down to the growth and the projected forecast in the next 5 to 10 years, I don't know where you're gonna go because you're like a team player. See, Coach Malachi's a team player. He's user friendly to the people. He's educated in a lot of areas of taskers that he's able to do as a content creator. Ness has always been that dog that was out there getting it and grinding, and look, salute to him, because everybody knew TBV off Nesta Gibbs, period. So you can say what you want about him and all that, but dude's on a whole nother level right now. On a whole nother level. Above all these other YouTube channels. And then True Meters Today, he's now levitating. So he's the next channel right now that's doing big things. He's up there, got Rick Ross. You know what I'm saying? He's been pretty much, he went out to the BLK fight. That was extremely productive. And I'm being organic in saying this. Like, you brothers need to pay less attention to other channels that you ain't fucking with and you don't feel is gonna have growth. Because my channel may have the same amount of subscribers now by this time next year. I mean, by this time in 2024. And listen, I'm going to tell you all once again, I'm retired. I'm not sitting up here trying to prove to y'all that I'm coming on 24/7, dog. I love what I do. I love covering the sport. That's what I did before I got on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I love it. But I'm just trying to explain to y'all, why are y'all just excluding that you call a nigga old, but yeah, you're not understanding what an old nigga been through when I was your age. What the fuck are you doing? Nigga, I was out there no crawling. I was out there taking order, there picking up rank. I was out there, goddamn, excelling to be the best. The next best is this. I got receipts. I know y'all listen to Willie Munchkin lie. It's just a jealous nigga that couldn't follow orders and simple instructions. You know what I'm saying? I get it. He's jealous too. But really, when I get off this motherfucker, I'm not wishing any one of these dudes no ill will or nothing. Deep down inside, the ones I don't fuck with. But whenever you get to a point of wanting to say WCS or World Combat Sports or Weird Combat Sports or old ass nigga, fuck you for your service, and you feel that you don't have to apologize, cool. That's open season. Cool. That's fine, nigga. All right, Drew. Don't play victim. Y'all niggas cannot play victim. Y'all got mad because I did a video to bring in 2023 on y'all, and I'm just letting you all know, y'all are the most disrespectful. Y'all pay attention to the wrong thing. What you should be doing is paying attention to what Coach Malachi has going on, paying attention to what Blue did early in his process of building his. And y'all need to start working together. I don't need you to work with me. I don't need none of you niggas to work with me. But you need to get with the bigger channel. But no, that's not gonna happen. You know why? Because a lot of you niggas trying to now compete. A lot of y'all are mad because he became Crawford. I see the playbook, y'all. A lot of y'all are trying to surpass Blue, and Blue, his ego so big, he don't want to goddamn release himself from the acronym. He want to stay within the matrix. Hey, bro, it ain't gonna work out for you. Your competition right now, at the end of the day, for all you channels, your competition is it may not be achievable. I'm gonna tell you some real shit. I'm gonna tell you some real shit whether you want to like it or not. Your competition, for you to surpass it, it may not be achievable. Because what I know and what I see with Coach Malachi is that the dude has educated himself. So when you get a self-educated person that's out here and they know how to add certain intricate details to continue to get productivity out their channel, they actually know it. Like, they understand what I need to do for this growth. I don't need to get anybody else to do it right now. I can do it myself. I'm user friendly to the audience. People want to hear me. People want to call into my show. It's different, bro. I'm telling you, since you the second in command there, Blue, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you in 2023, you can take it however you feel like. I really don't care. But y'all niggas that keep fucking with me, how are y'all gonna grow? You're not gonna stop my pension. How you gonna grow past and do something different and see motherfuckers level change? You gonna do this for the next 5 years and do live streams in the dark and in your car, out your living room? How are you gonna goddamn progress? You can't get an office building. You can't levitate. You can't get people to sponsor you. Or you waiting on Coach Malachi to elevate and leave YouTube. No, he ain't leaving YouTube anytime soon, man. He got too much knowledge for that. So he's going to continue to grow, and you're going to have people, joining him for interviews and all this other shit. And you're going to say, damn, I've been doing this shit longer than he has. And now he's on a different damn planet than I am. I'm still on Earth, and he on Pluto. I'm just keeping that shit 1,000, man. But he don't, hey Dixon, he don't mention E Thriller. He don't mention that goddamn memorial service. He don't mention him. He don't mention him. But he want to go over here to me and not like I'm the first one ever to come at him like that. No, nigga, it was other people that had a problem with you. So stop acting like you're perfect. But shout out to True Media, man. He doing his thing, man. He's self-educated. And if I had to assess it, I'm not knocking Blue Blood Sports on that he can't grow. I'm just saying it's a lot of information that's cataloged that Coach has that he's been willing to do, put the legwork, footwork, the mental work in, and build himself up to the point where he can continue to create ideas to grow his shit, grow his audience, grow his monthly revenue. You know what I'm saying? Grow his exposure. I don't see that growth in you in Blue. And as long as you're with the LDBC, it's not gonna happen. He ain't, look, he's a perfect example on what I told you should do. He ain't affiliated with nobody. He's doing this shit solo dolo, just like Amelia Earhart. He's on a solo flight, goddammit. And he's goddamn touching down in different locations, communicating and networking with people. Bro, you're not gonna do that with the LDBC, and I can care less if you stay with them or not. I'm just giving you the game, brother. Whether you want to like it or not, I'm giving you the game. You ain't going nowhere in the next 5 years doing the same pace you're doing. You ain't doing shit. You gonna come on here and do 15 motherfucking lives a day, and you expect growth, and then you'll sit up there and look somewhere like True Media. He's floating up there in the stratosphere, goddamn kicking it with certain individuals, VIPs, celebrities, growing his channel, having 8,000, his consistent average amount of viewers is higher than yours, man. Come on. That's only because he understands where he's trying to go and he's knowledgeable about getting there. That's intelligence, right? I'm just saying. All the rest of them, I'm just going to laugh. All the rest of y'all, Drew, BF, Willie the Munchkin, Knockout, y'all continue to do what you do. I don't have no advice for y'all at all. Continue to go and do what you do for the next 5 to 10 years. If you want to yellow, kick, and scream, if you want to talk shit to people, you want to issue threats, if you want to continue to go about your daily business and do the same shit and float in the same dirty water, do it. I'm just going to walk by and toss another rubber ducky in that motherfucker. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go right there. I'm going to skip rocks in that motherfucking pond. Oh, shit. 3 skips. You know what I'm saying? No growth. But they continue to talk about my military career and how old I am, nigga. You supposed to be doing more than me. I'm not impressed, bro. That's what I'm saying. I'm not impressed with y'all niggas who continue to say the same thing over and over again. And WCS channel ain't shit, dog. Yeah, it's a hoe, man. It's your channel. Ain't nobody listening to you. Don't nobody want to hear what you got to say. Listen to me. It's a lot of people in 20 years listening to what I had to say because I was in charge of people, right? It's a lot of people that don't have to listen to me now. But you know who I listen to? Myself. You know what I'm saying? I communicate the real ones, like my guy Showtime and other people. I have a small circle on this YouTube shit. Coach Malachi, you know what I'm saying? I have a small circle, bro. Trick. Yeah, I mean, I have a small circle of people I communicate with. That's what I need. I mean, that's what it is. I don't need, that's where I'm at. That's what I need, a small circle. That's it. I don't need a large group of people that's non-productive to me. I don't need that shit. Every time I hear y'all talk about my views, like Skip Mark, let's not forget you, Skip Mark. You ain't out the picture. I remember Skip Mark used to say all this shit, talk about, hey, it's gang, and don't nobody listen to your channel. I'm saying to myself, but dude, let's talk about copays. So if somebody was to crack you upside your head, Skip Mark, and you was bleeding, could you go to the freaking doctor and pay a $5 copay and get treated? If you broke your leg, could you go into the hospital and get full-blown surgery, get everything you needed, and you don't pay shit? Do you get a monthly pension outside of YouTube? Do you have health care? Have you earned any type of retirement? It doesn't have to be the military. It can be anything. Are you working towards that goal? Then if you're not working towards the goal, y'all niggas need to stop talking about my channel, bro. I'm telling you all to think about other things because what I do on my channel is just that. It's just my channel, bro, all the way around. I got the domain for it. You know what I'm saying? I got the trademark for it. Facebook. I have, look, it's a lot that's going on that I did my homework on. But y'all sitting like you gotta trying to force the host to conform to something. I don't know, dog. I swear to God, 2023, boy, this nigga's in his early 60s, nigga. You in your early 60s. Hey, man, it's funny as hell, dog. So I'm off that, man. I just wanted to, I got there, you know, get that out there, that when it comes down to the reality of life in these YouTube streets, you have a whole lot of boxing channels. And I'm not in that lane y'all in, bro. If you following me around, you got the wrong freaking focus in life. If you're following me around to other people's panels arguing and shit, nigga, you got the wrong focus. Your priorities are all fucked up. Your priority, it's no way in hell following another grown ass man around in panels and feel like, oh, this that I want to invest my time in. Knowing a nigga like me can get you in your feelings, bro. It's several channels, but it's only one major channel making moves. I'm being real. How can it be only one channel making moves and y'all been here longer than him? How? Y'all want to always discredit my military career, but we was taught to plan the P's. Proper planning prevents piss poor performance. The P's. Proper planning prevents piss poor performance. Why aren't y'all planning more so for the growth of your channel to make more revenue than all about these YTC beefs that's going on with channels that you don't give a fuck about? Y'all say all the time, oh, we need to work together. No, you can't work together. You don't want to work together. Pop on deck, what's good with it? Mad Dog on deck, what's good? Jones Jr. on deck. She slapped the fly out of Dana White. No, I think she did a short, quick right, and Dana felt that motherfucker. And he's been used to that before. He sneak slapping him, and that alcohol was in him. That shit didn't hesitate. Shout out to True Media Today, USA. Boxing on deck. Coach Malachi, what's good? Peace to everyone in the chat. Salute W said hit the like button for my brother. Appreciate you, Coach. Appreciate you. One of the real ones in the buildings. Bruce Gas, Boxer, Jazz, and more. Said True Media Today, USA. Box salute, brother. Jones Jr. on deck with a $5 super chat, my brother. Much appreciated. Refresh the super chats. Hey, salute to you, man. Salute to you. Real talk. He said refresh your super chats. Appreciate you, brother, for the donation. One love. Bruce, look, say I don't care. I know you don't care, Bruce. But see, I care enough to speak on it because it's extremely petty. You know what I'm saying? Extremely petty. I mean, you in your own lane, you do what you want. You don't live more than what some of these dudes will ever live in life. But yet, they want to sit up here and have something to say about who chat you in. Like, what the fuck? Like, you wasn't even paying anything. You wasn't even telling this man, hey, Bruce, I know I'm younger than you, but I'm going to be your mentor, okay? Because I just see you having the talent to go places in life. You have that drive. Okay, Bruce, I'm going to be your mentor. No, that's not the case. None of you niggas are mentors, man. Y'all trying to dictate older cats like Bruce Gas and Gumbo and whoever else they were screenshotting over here, Sir Senior and everybody else. Hey, I got receipts, nigga. I got receipts. You over in the ops live chat. If you over here in his chat, unsubscribe to me. If that ain't some of the most whole ass shit I ever heard, god damn. I always ride the fence. This is boxing. For sure. Ali on deck. What's good? He said you bodied him last night. I was dying laughing. You know, just like he said he meant everything he said about me. He meant it. That's why I show no mercy on a nigga like that. Because he's that guy. He's trying to be other people. You got so many of these dudes on here trying to emulate and be like BFTB. I'm just calling it for what it is. They want to have that stature. But I see right through the stature, though. I see right through all that shit. But them other young niggas that talk about the old niggas don't even know that they're being followers. They're sitting up here trying to be like him and have that type of energy that he have on his channel. They're freaking enamored. They admire that shit, bro. They have a weird infatuation with seeing a grown man yell and scream and call people faggot and talk that homoerotic shit. They turned on by that shit. Their nipples get hard. Real talk. Their nipples get hard, bro. They start to... You got to go in there and get that damn that drink and start drinking and getting your head right. Start moaning. Yeah. I'm ready for a live stream now. Woo. That's all I need. That drink tastes good. Whew, I'm feeling good right now. They start shadow boxing behind the screen and shit, man. Come on. Shout out to Hyphy on deck. Showtime says, salute True Media Today, USA Boxing, moving facts. No doubt, bro. No doubt, man. And at one point in time, I supported these channels. These niggas never supported my channel. It wasn't big enough, dog. It didn't have enough viewers. But I supported their channel. Supporting channels for the host, or you supporting channels for the camaraderie? And you know, just the word itself, support. You supporting another brother. No, it ain't supporting another brother. No, it's not. Because you will have people supporting you. You know what I'm saying? Like the Gumbos, Tony Boswell, Neezy, Gumbo, Showtime. You have people, just like Jones. You have people that's over here supporting out of their own free will, man. Channel don't have to have 400. I don't never average 100 people in my motherfucking chat. Never. But they busy over here. If you're over there at WCS, goddamn it, canceled. I submitted paperwork already. You're no longer allowed in my live chat. I have set up barriers and boundaries, perimeters, even though they're all the same. I have security. I got receipts. If you're over there, unsubscribe to me right now. Oh shit, my subscribers went down. God damn it. Hey, what I meant was, let's talk about this. If I see you over there, it's okay for you to be over there, but some of you did contribute to the channel. I apologize, but please resubscribe to the channel now. Don't take stuff so personal now. Resubscribe. Damn. Shit. Resubscribe, man. Just shut the fuck up. Stop trying to tell grown men what to do. The XO Factory, salute to you. Salute to the OJ. I see you cooking these suckers. Man, I'm trying to have them be sucker free, bro. That's all. That's all. Don Dada, what's good? Damn, is that why Knockout took my wrench? I be over here. Hey, Don Dada, you already know. They be gazing, they be eye gazing, ear hustling. You know what I'm saying? They'll come over here and they'll see, see that nigga Don Dada. See, I got him. Screenshot volume, low key, hit press. Shh. Let me crop this motherfucker right here. Share, send. Go over there and see his expression while he's on live. Oh, he just seen it. Oh, confirmation received. Great. Yeah, nigga, Dada, you get your rich taken, nigga. Yeah, that's what I want. Let me go back over there and see if anybody else over there in chat. Cause I gotta get these receipts. That's what the world we in on social media, y'all. We got grown adults screenshotting and having wrenches taken. Matter of fact, let me go over here. Let me go over here. Let me go over here for a second and check some shit out. Let me go over here and check some shit out, bro. Okay. WCS, I respect you, but let me get out of here because I want to keep the channels. Hey, man, you've been around the block, Hyphy. You already know what it is, man. Hey, it's not how long you was over here, Hyphy. It's the fact that you even made a comment. You made a comment, dog. You basically put your fingers or whatever on the damn home keys and you created sentences and words, right? And you press send. You fucked up. You know you fucked up, right? You know you done fucked up, right? Once you sent that motherfucker, it showed up in my life. The screenshots was sent into the damn atmosphere, y'all. It's over. It's over, dog. You better go over there and put a restraining order on your wrench, dog. So they can't fuck with you. You need to goddamn submit a restraining order to keep them motherfuckers off your wrench, man. It's over, dog. The bait we did teach. I call people out. They want no smoke. Teach, be undercover like shit, playing both sides. Oh, I know who. Look, I know who playing both sides, man. I pay attention. I do. I pay attention to who's over here, and who's over there. I know, man. Did dog. I don't really get too involved unless they're trolling. Like if I see them talking shit about me, then it's automatic. I'm canceling you. You know what I'm saying? Like I did certain other people. I block you from the channel. Period. It ain't no option. I'm not waiting for you to say a name or whatever. You know what I'm saying? If you come over here and you talking bad about WCS, and you trying to be a snitch, then I'm done, bro. I'm not entertaining, man. Zakai says, super chat your 10%. Super chat your 10%. Mr. Pass on deck. What's good? Big up WCS. Knockout said, must said that as excuse because why would I be the only person that need to debate to get my wrench? Hey man, I'm gonna put it out there once again. I'm gonna leave it alone for now. If you choose to go over there and debate on this channel, so be it. Just know what comes along with. I put it out there and I felt it was a fair, constructive criticism. He didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? Just like I said, that when BF was over there thinking nobody can fuck with him in the debate, and it just proves that's not the case. Dude just be rambling on and talking to the motherfucking walls and the shadows in his damn room. You know what I'm saying? These dudes want to talk about they the best, they the best, they the best. No, you're not. It's no best on this shit. You have people that have depths of knowledge, and everybody's level of knowledge is different, man. If someone knows, right? If you feel that they have a plethora of knowledge, right? Their reservoir run deep. Goddamn, give them the props. Hey man, so-and-so's, he very knowledgeable in boxing. I gotta give him one of the OG status. He's very knowledgeable in boxing. Like Bruce is very knowledgeable in boxing. Blood is very knowledgeable in boxing. It's a lot of people that's very knowledgeable in boxing. And I have, being an older guy, I give that credit to, like, you have to be able to dip back in the old school. You have to go back to the old school. Not just the new school. You have to be able to go back. It's a lot of other dudes that got mad knowledge in boxing. Seriously. I'm not trying to go off and kick a whole series of names. I'm just saying it's a lot of dudes that have a depth of knowledge. That's all. Willie the Munchkin isn't one of them. I'm just being honest, bro. I'm just being honest. He's not one of them. No, he ain't telling no truth, man. These dudes is taking L's on no debate, and if they just embrace it and say, okay, it's natural. I'm not the best. It's natural. I lost. But when you get people up here saying facts, I bodied you, blah, blah, blah. No, I'm going to show you, you didn't body nobody. You just got a biased ass chat that damn, you're going to send out. Look, this is how pathetic it is. This nigga want to send out a freaking mass email for his damn supporters to go over there and do the shit. And just like the damn servants that they are, they show up in the chat and be, yeah, put that poll up. Go ahead, knockout. Put that poll up. Poll. Oh, shit, the poll. BF. BF, you be going that. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Y'all rob ETB. You know what I'm saying? Y'all robbed a man of a fair one. He obviously won that. And to his credit, he showed up, showed out. Hey, you robbed him. Not along either. It's all good. But he pretty much do what he do. He look, when it comes down to him running his channel, he run his shit, bro. They can talk whatever they want to Errol Spence. I can consider it bullshit. Just like every time ETB mention me and say, oh, he talked about Terrence Crawford, he on some bullshit. But no one gonna tell me that he didn't win that damn debate. He absolutely did. It's just the whole point where it took me to speak on it, and then he spoke on it. You know I'm telling the truth there, Keith. You know I'm telling the truth. I spoke on the motherfucking debate, and I put it out there as true as it possibly can. You won that debate, and people didn't like that shit. So BF go up there and start, that bitch ass nigga WCS, and calling me the N-word. Dude, I'm just giving you the clear assessment of what I thought, dog. Bodied. I even gave Southern T his credit on how he debate. But that's neither here nor there, man. People ain't gonna see the neutrality and shit I'm trying to give. You know what I'm saying? I even gave these cats. And then these cats want to say, oh, go over there and debate. For what? Y'all don't understand tactics? Why would I go into a place that I'm not gonna get a fair shake? WCS going over there to get a fair shake? Listen to me, people, when I tell you how the shit works. Listen. Knockout was crying, bitching, and screaming about me coming over there. Oh, we can have the bet here. This motherfucker's just sending links out, sending text. Hey, all the subscribers, get all the subscribers. Yeah, come over here. Come over here. Get in the chat. Hey, I want to ask the chat, who did you think win? Okay. Oh, Kilo Oscar. Man, we ain't doing that over here. Proper preparation prevents piss poor performance, nigga. You are not my mandatory. You don't deserve a debate with me, nigga. Period. You ain't nobody special when it comes to the debate game. You can't even talk to a man one-on-one, but yet you want to talk about what you would do in the streets and I'm like that and all this. Man, you have no idea, bro. You need to worry about your family. Just like you need to pay more attention to your family, dude. Up here trying to be motherfucking thug life. Nigga, get the tat, show me the tat, and then maybe I'll say, you know what, I'm gonna stop fucking with Knockout. He got the thug life tat. Then I have Tupac playing. Show me you can get the tat, dog. Get thug life across your chest. Get the AK, nigga. Man, Julo know very motherfucking boxing shit, dog. He can do a PowerPoint presentation and say the same rehearsed shit, but when he's in a motherfucking debate and he's asked an open-ended question that he don't have time to prepare for, flatline, no impact, no idea. So why are you saying I'm ducking the internet? Laughing my ass, this internet shit ain't real. So let me get this straight. You keep mentioning Teach, but I don't see Teach over here. So who are you replying to? I don't see a Teach over here. Did I skip over? Or is he blocked? I don't see Teach over here, bro. I don't see him over here. Seriously. Hey, man, y'all hold it down, man. So, big salute to everybody who pulled up. Salute to y'all. Continue to support. I want to give a even bigger shout out to Jones Jr., man. $5 super chat. Refresh the super chats. Much appreciated. Supporting to the channel. Don Vaughn. You know what I'm saying? $5 super chat. Salute to your brother. Appreciate you. And everybody else that pulled up in the chat to interact with the topic. You already know. Turn up and tune in.